Hi Chrissy, how are you doing?
I am good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
So before we get started, let's just go over confidentiality.
Okay.
And whatever you say will stay in this room between you and I. And then unless you're going to hurt yourself or others, or if somebody's going to hurt you. So last session we discussed a little bit about what's going on in your life with your mom and the divorce. So how have things been going?
Not good at all, really. My mom is super mad at me, and our relationship is horrible right now. And usually, she's like my best friend. Before the divorce, we were super close, and ever since then, it's just really, really bad. And I guess, I had to pick who I was going to live with, and so I decided to try to be fair to both of them. And I live with my dad sometimes and my mom sometimes. And my mom didn't really like that choice at all, or at least I don't think she liked it, because she seemed super mad at me. And with all the stress of everything going on, my grades are not what they should be at all. And so anytime my mom does talk to me, it's basically just her yelling at me that my grades are low, which I already know. And I just don't know what to do about it, really.
Okay, so you mentioned that you feel a lot of stress and that your mom's mad at you. You feel that she is.
Yeah, for sure. She's something. I think it's mad.
Okay, and that's really bothering you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my fault they got divorced. I'm the one that's stuck in the middle, but she doesn't see it that way, I guess.
And okay, and your grades also, they're a concern. I know you were a straight A student.
And that's what everyone expects from me, and that's what I want to do, but with everything going on, I'm trying to do work, and I can't focus because all I'm thinking about is me and my mom, and how I can get us back together again,
So are you having a hard time talking to your mom?
Yeah, every time I try to talk to her, she's really short, or she just wants to talk about my grades, and she just doesn't understand.
Okay. Well, I have a suggestion that maybe we could try a role reversal exercise.
Okay.
Where I would take the position of you,
Okay.
and then you would actually be your mom.
Right.
And so we would try to have a conversation about how you're feeling and see where it goes from there.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. And I have some water here for you.
Thank
if
you.
feel like that'll help you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let's get started.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Mom. How are you doing today?
Fine. Are your grades still F's?
They are. I know. I feel so bad about that.
Well, you should.
Yeah. Well, it's just really hard for me because of everything that's going on with us and our family, and I have to pick living with you and Dad, and I want to share my time equally with you, and I want to see him too, and I don't want to make anybody mad, and it's just not what I'm used to, and it's really making me struggle, and I'm having a hard time, and in school I just can't focus anymore.
So, you're saying that because your dad and I got divorced, you're doing bad in school?
Well, I have a really hard time now because I always used to be able to talk to you and you're always there for me, and now I just don't even think about school as much as I used to. I just want to have a good relationship with you like we used to.
So you still want to talk to me?
Yeah. It just makes me very sad.
Well, why didn't you say something sooner?
It's just very hard for me. I just don't want to hurt your feelings. I just want you to be happy with me.
Well, I'm glad you told me, and now that I know that that's what's going on, I would love to help you. I mean, I think that's what she would say. I think she would say that she loves me. I mean, I know she loves me, so I think she would say that.
Okay, let's just stop right there. It's very good that you were able to act as if you were your mom and get the feelings out between you and her. How do you feel after we did that?
Well, like after I was listening to you and the way you were saying it was really good, that is how I feel. What you were saying is how I feel, and now that I'm kind of thinking about it more, I think that my mom doesn't, want us to be fighting either. I mean, how could she, So I just feel like that was a good thing, and I just still feel a little nervous to do it in her life, but I think that if I could just do what you did, she would really hear me better.
Okay, well, I'm confident that you can do that, and now that we've gone through a potential conversation that you would have with your mom, maybe you feel like it will work out.
Yeah, I just never really thought about it that way, because I always get so defensive and then she gets so defensive, and I think maybe I just did really tell her exactly how it felt. She would understand it better,
Okay. And in that situation, it seemed like your mom was understanding towards the end more after you told her more about how you are feeling.
Yeah, she's not a bad person, and I know this has got to be super stressful on her too. So, I think she probably feels a lot the way I do, It's just we both maybe didn't want to say it before, I guess.
Okay. And I see that you still feel about, you're worried kind of how your mom might be stressed out also.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to hurt her feelings. That was never my intention, and I know she didn't want to get divorced, and I'm sure that's really hard on her, but, she has to remember that I'm the kid.
Right, yes. And in that conversation, it looks as if your mom does know, and she will be willing to talk with you, and she cares about your feelings.
Yeah, she does, and I think, I really probably owe it to her, I guess, to tell her a little bit more about what's really going on. Sometimes I just don't really feel like talking to her lately, but it's not making things any better by me doing that, so.
Okay. Well, I think you did really well with the role reversal exercise. So from our last session, we talked kind of about the goals that you would like to achieve through this. And your ultimate goal was to be able to have that same relationship with your mom that you had before. Great. Okay. Are there any immediate goals that you feel that you would like to work on in order to get to that point with your mom again?
Well, I mean, now that I kind of practiced with you, I'm thinking to myself that that's something I could probably try to do for real with her, even though I'm scared a little bit. I think I could try to actually talk to her and see what really happens.
Okay. I think I have confidence in you that you will be able to talk to her, and just acknowledging that you are going to take that step and do that, that's progress right there. We can work on those goals, the immediate goals right now, in hopes of getting to our future goal.
So when should I talk to her?
I would consider talking to her as soon as you feel that you are ready. I'm hoping by the time our next session comes, by next week, that you will have had this conversation with her.
Okay.
And we can discuss from there.
okay, I think I can do it with her.
You can do this. Okay. Is there anything else that you wanted to discuss?
No, I just hope it goes the way that it went here with her, you know. That would make me feel so much better.
Okay. Well, I look forward to talking to you next session, and I'm always here for you. So if you want to come back and talk to me before you have this conversation with your mom again, if that makes you feel better,
Thank you.
I'll always be here.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
I appreciate it so much.
Okay. I'm happy you're able to share your feelings.
Thank you.
And I look forward to next session.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Have a good day.
You too.